Hundreds of workers at the FAA have now been fired. It comes as the Trump administration continues slashing the federal government. But the move has raised deep concerns about the safety of flying. Of course, fresh off last month's mid-air collision over the Potomac. That was the deadliest plane crash we've seen in 2 decades.
And there are, of course, reports that it was just one air traffic controller doing the job of 2 people at the time of that crash. DC News Now's Max Marcella spoke with a person who was just fired. And Max, did that worker get any indications he was about to lose his job?
Well, Chris and Susan, this former FAA worker says he had no indication that he was going to lose his job. In fact, he said he had a good relationship with his manager and recently got good reviews. So when he woke up on Saturday morning to an email that he was fired and lost his job, he was shocked, and his story is not unique. Just weeks after a fatal mid-air collision near DCA left 67 people dead, a shakeup to the agency overseeing the U.S. aviation industry. The Trump administration firing hundreds of FAA workers.
It's been chaos.
David Sparrow, president of the Professional Aviation Safety Specialists Union, says workers from maintenance mechanics to aeronautical information specialists were fired by email late Friday night.
Let's call them the unsung heroes. Behind the unsung heroes.
People reach out to us for issues that are out in the airspace.
Jason, whose face we're blurring to protect his identity, was fired from his job at the FAA 2 months after starting. He operates as a tech support for air traffic control software in the airspace around the airport. The layoffs targeted probationary employees, but Jason says many of them have lots of experience. He's worked as a contractor for years before he joined the FAA.
I think they're going to lose a huge knowledge base, not just with me, but with everybody.
Sparrow says it's still safe to fly, but he thinks the firings were harmful.
We have plenty of backups and redundancies out there to make sure that if one thing doesn't work, another one picks it up. But at the end of the day, we have to be able to sustain that. And if we don't have the people available to do it, it's going to erode.
Now, the Transportation Department says no air traffic controllers were part of the layoffs, nor were anyone they describe as people who perform critical safety functions. Reporting live at Reagan National, Max Marcella, DC News Now.